this year I see we're picked 4th. And so evidently somebody's going to take us lightly. It took a decade for them to take us lightly again. But, you know, those things really don't mean anything, Jacques. And this is, I know, typical coach speak, but, you know, we'll get what we earn.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tigers Roar. And if Paul Mainieri's in the opening clip, that means baseball season is upon us. That's right. I'm Tommy Krysan. Appreciate you tuning in to Pelican Sports TV for tonight, this week's edition of Tigers Roar. Well, another Mardi Gras season has come and gone. Hope everyone had fun with Mardi Gras. Valentine's Day is basically come and gone as well here on this Wednesday, the original airing each week of the program. And now it means baseball, lots of it. Division I baseball. We got a lot of good Division I baseball in the state of Louisiana, as we all know. It all cranks up this weekend. Everybody's in action starting Friday. You saw Coach Mainieri. They'll host Notre Dame for the weekend set. 7 o'clock Friday, 4 o'clock Saturday, 11 a.m. Sunday. I'm guessing that's due to Notre Dame's travel plans. So should be a big weekend out at the box. Now, LSU football season obviously rolls on too. Breaking news this afternoon on LSU football. Doug Nussmeier, one-time New Orleans Saints backup quarterback, was scheduled to join the LSU staff, the support staff, as an offensive analyst. Reports coming out that he has taken a job with the Dallas Cowboys as tight ends coach. It will not be joining LSU. So that's kind of hot off the press for Tiger football. Last week, since we did Tigers Roar, the LSU football team did announce spring football practice. Yeah, spring practice, 14 practices plus the spring game, if you will. It'll all start on Sunday, March 11. You see they're spaced out leading up to the spring game, which is at 5 o'clock on Saturday, April 21. You'll have pro day in there. You'll have a coach's clinic. That's always part of the spring football calendar for LSU football. We haven't gotten any information yet about the access by the media. All of that still to come. And then I'm sure there'll be plenty planned on the day of the spring game. If you remember, they whacked Media Day and Fan Day last fall. Said they would do something in the spring game. Those details and that information is yet to come. Also in LSU football news, Grant Gunnell, a commitment to Texas A&M, a quarterback out of the Houston area, 6'6", 212, big right-hander, has decommitted from Texas A&M. And coming up in a little while here on Tigers Roar, Mike Scarborough of TigerBait.com. He'll give us the very latest on that and anything else as he might have as recruiting continues daily. It's year-round as they work on a 2019 class and other classes out in front of that. Also, LSU football announced an addition to the coaching staff. We mentioned Nussmeier was supposed to come and then decided not to. Bill Bush, who's got some history with Dave Aranda up at Wisconsin, has joined the staff most recently at Rutgers. He will be the safeties coach. Obviously, the familiarity there with defensive coordinator Dave Aranda. So Bill Bush, now this is a full-time staff, not a support staff, not an analyst guy. Bill Bush joins the LSU staff as a coach. Now, plenty to come on tonight's show. LSU basketball, we'll talk about that. LSU baseball, gymnastics. We got a lot of stuff going on. Got some recruiting video to show you on a couple of LSU football signings as well. So there's a lot happening on this week's edition of Tigers Roar. We'll remind you each and every week the original airing is on a Wednesday night. So if you're catching this on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, you have a rebroadcast going. But that's fine. We appreciate you watching whenever you can. Also, beginning mid-morning on Thursday, it'll be available at youtube.com/Pelican Broadcasting. That's youtube.com/Pelican Broadcasting, where you can watch the entire show at your convenience on our YouTube channel page. All right, we will take a break. Come back, start diving right into it. I am Tommy Krysan. This is Tigers Roar on Pelican Sports TV. Stay with us.
Acord Eye Clinic Vision Source is located on Perkins Road in Baton Rouge, offering full-service optical and lab work. Dr. Shonda Acord and the professionally trained staff pride themselves on service, complete eye exams, help with contact lenses, and selection of frames featuring Silhouette, Gucci, Jimmy Choo, and all the top lines. State-of-the-art equipment including OptiMap, which digitally photographs your retina. Call Acord Eye Clinic for an appointment, 225-767-3937. That's 225-767-3937. Visit the website, visionsource-br.com. All patients of all ages are welcome. Acord Eye Clinic, Vision Source.
Hi, I'm Jordy Helper for Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market at 12451 Old Jefferson Highway. Chairman's Reserve Steaks, their pork, their chicken, their seafood, top of the line. Primo barbecue pits, Icy Tech coolers. They can go anywhere and cater anything for you. Go to 751-7665 to call Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market, where good meat ain't cheap and cheap meat ain't good. Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market.
Cypress Lake Apartments are conveniently located off Segan Lane in Baton Rouge, a CLK multifamily management property. Come see this community, which has many amenities including swimming pools, fitness room, playground, and much more. 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments. Stop by Cypress Lake Apartments, call 225-293-6789, or go online, live at cypresslakeapts.com.
We continue with Tigers Roar this week. I am Tommy Krysan. Thank you for watching Pelican Sports TV. Long time known for the hunting, the fishing, the outdoors programming, and some local sports, which we have right now with Tigers Roar. Now, since we were together last, LSU basketball has played a couple of games, one up, one down, if you will. Let's look at what's coming up for LSU basketball. They struggled against Alabama, never did lead in that game. In Tuscaloosa on Tuesday night, Bama wins 80-65, led by 9 at half, made a big run, a 26-3 run in the second half that separated from LSU as only a couple of Tigers dented the scoreboard. But they got 2 in a row coming up at home against Missouri and Vanderbilt this Saturday. The Missouri game is 1 o'clock. Next Tuesday, the 20th, Vanderbilt is 8 p.m. and back on the road to take on the Georgia Bulldogs. Perhaps the next 2 at home winnable. Will Wade's Tigers now 5-8 in league play, 14-11 overall. Backing it up to last Saturday, they had a nice win at home against the Ole Miss Rebels in front of a nice crowd out at the Pete Maravich Assembly Center. Will Wade had plenty of comments after the game talking about the win over the Ole Miss Rebels. Here's Tiger basketball coach Will Wade.
It's hard to build a lead like that in both halves. So we got, give our guys credit for that. But, we just didn't close the first half off very well. And poor job on the backboards as usual. But we did win an SEC game by 16 points. I guess that's a good day.
Coach, was the plan to dump it to Reed early and often in this game, or is that?
Yes, early, often, and then we put some of those subs in the first half, and they decided they didn't want to throw the ball into them. So if you don't want to throw the ball into them and do what we tell you to do, you're going to sit. So you're supposed to throw the ball into Watt. He was dominating. And then we decided we didn't want to throw the ball into him because we don't like to win or we don't like having leads. I don't understand why. But you're supposed to throw the ball inside.
Coach, what does it say about this team's fight to blow that early lead and then be able to dominate the second half?
It's tough to do. Like I said, really tough to do against a good opponent where we basically build a 17-point lead or 15-point lead or whatever it was in the first half, and or 14, what was it, Ken? 14-point lead in the first half and a 20-point lead in the second half. Difficult to do.
Their first 5 possessions in the second half, they had like 2 turnovers, no field goals. What did
And a
you
bunch
see?
of fouls.
Well, what did you see? during
Fouled
that?
a bunch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they missed a couple. They missed a couple shots, and they were able to establish Stevens. But I'm not sure we really did anything in particular. We just had some active hands and were a little bit more active. I thought Sky got us off to a good start with that 3, but.
Did you try to get Skylar going more in the second half? It seemed like you came out and was more aggressive.
He's aggressive. He's got some pride, so we challenged him a little bit at halftime. He's got some pride about what he's doing.
Speaking of those fouls, when WAP goes and gets the 3rd, he's got to go to the bench. So how important was it for Trey and Sky to kind of control?
Yeah, they had to control the game and control the tempo. They did a really, really nice job because we've been scoring inside the whole time, and when WAP's out, we can't really score inside. We fed it to Epps the one time when they switched, but the one little action we were running the whole time to get the ball to WAP, we obviously can't run it when he's not in there.
Will, is this still time to correct some of the things that are frustrating you about the way you guys play, or you are who you are for this point in the season?
Unfortunately, we're trying to still correct them, but by this point, you pretty much are who you are. I mean, like, we're not going to turn into some just great rebounding team, but if we can just keep it minimal, we'll get beat tonight, 4?
Yes, 4.
So if we can just keep it minimal, then you give yourselves a chance. We're not going to all of a sudden just become just these rah-rah tough guys that can get up there and just go sky, But we need, we certainly, we got 6 games left, we got a tough stretch left, we got 3 home or 3 road. We're going to have to play better. We're going to keep trying to improve and keep trying to get better every day. So we typically, tomorrow we'll work on ourselves. Monday and Tuesday we'll spend time getting ready for Alabama. And then obviously we'll play on Tuesday night. But we try to spend at least one day. Typically I'd spend 2 days getting ready for the opponent, but we at least now try to spend at least one day trying to correct ourselves and get ourselves a little bit better because we've got to get better.
The 8-minute drop was out in the second half. Y'all outscored them 18-9, I believe. You doubled them. Are you kind of pleased with the fact that other guys stepped up?
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, we needed other guys to step up because that was basically how we were scoring. Was throwing the ball into WAP, and I thought Trey did a good job. I thought Sky did a nice job. So we had some other guys step up. Epps was a little active, was relatively active on the glass a couple of times. So, we needed some other guys to step up, especially when he was our primary offense most of the night.
Aaron said at halftime, you told him that Ole Miss was out toughing your team. What else did you say to him?
I can't repeat all that.
Try.
Basically, there was not a lot of X's and O's or strategy talk because Ole Miss just scrapped their playbook because they just said, all right, we're going to put the point guard in a middle ball screen. We're going to punk your point guard. We're going to throw the ball off the backboard, and then we're going to go punk you on the backboards and just play volleyball. That's what they did for the last 6-7 minutes of the half. They just put us in a middle ball screen, drove us, threw the thing off the backboard, and just whipped us on the glass. So if that wasn't going to change, we weren't going to change the outcome. And we got soft on offense and just started throwing the ball around the perimeter and jacking shots and taking circus shots. And we had a couple live ball turnovers. We're the only team in the country. We can't even outlet the ball. We get one of those outlets screwed up every game. We got it screwed up tonight. Every game. We did it at Florida. We do it every game. I've never seen anything like that. We can't even outlet the ball. Sorry, that was an aside. That was an aside. But it's embarrassing. As the coach, that's embarrassing that we cannot outlet a basketball. One time a game, we screw up an outlet pass. That's embarrassing. But we won, so.
In the middle here, if I was reading Ken's notes right, I think this was the 9th time this season that you shot 50% at least. What do you make of that statistic? What does it say about your team and its potential?
Obviously when we shoot it well, we got a chance to win, and we shot them close to the rim tonight, which gives you the best opportunity to the best opportunity to make shots. And I thought we finished WAP finished really well down there. I thought for the most part we finished pretty well down there. But we'd certainly like to shoot over 50% these next 6 games. That would increase our odds.
Well, very good. So clearly, WAP has improved a lot from last year. He says his experience, but is there any conversations or any lessons that you can recall? Any instances you talk with him?
He's a worker. WAP just works really hard. He wants to be really good. He just works. And so when you work, it gives yourself a chance to be successful. He just works hard, works on his game, wants to be a good player. It's on him. I mean, he's the one who's put in the time and the work to be a really good player.
What did you see as the difference for Trey from the first half to the second? I think he had 7 assists in the second half.
He was just more aggressive. He was playing in the scoring area. He quit countering back anytime he saw somebody and just took on the defender, and he was able to slice it in there a couple times and drive it in there. He just did what he was coached to do.
Tiger basketball coach Will Wade after the win over Ole Miss this past weekend. We're going to take a break. We can come back and let you hear from some of the players and their comments after the win over Ole Miss. Hey, they were supposed to beat Ole Miss. They went out and did it. Was it perfect? No, as Coach Wade just mentioned, but a win is a win. We'll take a break, come back, let you hear from some of the Tiger basketball players right here on Tigers Roar, Pelican Sports TV, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, New Orleans. Stay with us.
Creel Tree Service is a licensed and insured tree service providing tree and stump removal, topping, trimming, cabling, pruning, and fertilizing. We have free stump removal with takedowns, free estimates, affordable rates, and senior citizens discounts. Call 774-TREE. That's 774-8733. Get your yard ready for the warmer weather. If it deals with a tree, call me, Creel Tree Service, 774-8733. That's 774-TREE.
Hooper Road Car Care in Central has been serving customers for over 24 years. Locally owned by Donald and Gina Gaspard, they provide all types of car care, including brakes, alignment, tune-ups, oil changes, AC service, transmission, computer diagnostic, and much more. Hooper Road Car Care also provides towing services. Call 225-262-7127. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, 9695 Hooper Road in Central.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what we were trying to do, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. Not showing up on time, not answering the phone, somebody running with your money. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, hardy plank, or siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. Service is everything we have. It's the foundation of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. Over 60% of our customers is customer referral. We're a local company here in Baton Rouge, built in Baton Rouge, staying in Baton Rouge. Okay. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. It's built the old-fashioned way, with a handshake. Here at Relief Windows, it's an honor to be official window, door, and siding company of LSU Athletics, from one winning team to another.
My name is Dr. Nicole Rogers, and I'm here in Old Metairie, Louisiana at Hair Restoration of the South, where your hair is our care. And I'd like to invite you to come and visit and discuss various options for treatment of thinning hair. These can include both medical and surgical options. You don't have to go straight to surgery. In the meantime, feel free to check out our website, hairrestorationofthesouth.com, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
This is an important announcement. If you're between 50 and 85 and worried about your loved ones, you can still get affordable life insurance for peace of mind.
My life insurance coverage is guaranteed, and I was not required to get a medical exam.
I had high blood pressure and diabetes, and I got my coverage with one telephone call. No exam necessary.
I'm a smoker, and I wanted to take care of my family. I called to get my life insurance and my affairs in order. I wanted to do the right thing.
Call Final Expense No Exam Insurance. Your rates are guaranteed and will never increase.
I called and learned that this insurance cannot be canceled even if you get sick or gain weight.
And there are no restrictions on how my beneficiaries use the money when I'm gone.
Approval was easy and the price was right. I wanted to do this for my children.
Call 800-654-9927, 800-654-9927.
We continue with Tigers Roar here on Pelican Sports TV. I am Tommy Krysan. As always, thank you for watching the program, whether you catch the original on a Wednesday night or one of the replays, or you go to YouTube. We appreciate you watching when you can, and as always, spread the roar. Tiger basketball team was roaring after the victory over Ole Miss. Here's some comments from a couple of the players, Waters and Mays and Duop Reith. Here's some Tiger basketballers this past weekend after their win over the Ole Miss Rebels.
Coach had told me even before the game that just be aggressive. They're going to play kind of like a one-on-one coverage on you. The guy's going to be digging in and just try to make quick moves. Just be patient and focused.
What did it feel like when you started to get going? It seemed like it just kind of became easier and easier. Were you like in a zone there in the first half there?
I was just in rhythm. For now. Shout out to the team, like the guys just kept giving me the ball, and it was really them just getting me in rhythm.
Aaron, you had 9 boards. That's been an issue for you guys this year, staying close to even on the boards. I think y'all were dead even in the second half. How much of an emphasis was that to be competitive there?
Coach talks about that every day. You know, he just wants us to be active out there, just to play tough. Really.
Aaron, how did those the 2 dunks feel when it seemed like you were a little pumped about both of those?
Oh yeah, that kind of got me going. You know, I was trying to find ways to, you know, get us hyped basically, and they'll just make the pass. And I just had to make a play.
Aaron, what does it say about this, right in the back? What does it say about this team? You guys kind of blow that lead at the end of the first half, but come back and really dominate the second half. What does it say about this team's fight?
It just shows that we won it. You know, we've been counted out, so we just want to prove everyone wrong.
Aaron, you had a 14-point lead in the first half, and down to the last 5 minutes, they outscored you 17-4, I think, and got tied at halftime. What was halftime like today?
You know, coach just told us. I mean, they were just playing tougher than us, and you know, we just had to turn it around if we want to come out with a win.
He said it that calmly.
No, no, not that calmly. No.
You're up. What are some of the things that you worked on over the last year that you're most proud of about your game that have improved? What have you put the most time into to try to make yourself a better basketball player? I'd say efficiency. It's efficiency and patience. I felt like that probably comes with experience too, and just playing. Like I'm a senior, so I've been playing college for 4 years, obviously, and just experience. Experience gives you that kind of patience and just being efficient.
Aaron, what did Skyler give y'all in the second half? 15 points. It was just like last week. I thought he got 15 at least in the second half today.
He played tough. You know, he attacked the paint a lot, and he just did what he normally does for us.
It's for Duop. Can you talk about your footwork? It's so good in the post. Who helped you the most with your footwork in your post?
I'll just say basically all the big coaches that I've had throughout the years, starting all the way in high school when I started playing basketball, he just always emphasized to me that just footwork is very important, and just trying to always be simple and just be patient in the post is a major key.
Are you surprised that they don't maybe jump your left shoulder a little bit more? Because I think people have probably seen that on tape so much, but you were able to get to it. Is it something that you were doing, or is it just that what the defense was giving you?
I'm not really sure. I'm sure that everybody knows that if they give me that
left shoulder, I'm going to take it. So I'm not sure what the defense is thinking, but I don't know how to answer that question.
In the second half, you had a big lead and let it get away. And what was halftime like, and what was the direction that you wanted to take in the second half?
It was a tied game, so I just tried to come out aggressive, and I got open looks early, and I was able to knock down shots. Trey did a great job finding me, and I was able to get going from there.
Scott in the back here, what does it say about this team's fight to be able to blow that first half lead, but then come back and dominate the second half the way y'all did?
It shows that, we can play very well, but it shows that we have to, work to maintain that, and, we just got to keep working at it.
Questions?
Tremont, Coach Kennedy was just in here, he talked about how you guys, feed off this, dribble, penetration, and that's how you work your offense. How much is it an enhancement you try to do with the offense to have someone like Duop on the inside who's played so well?
To start the game off, I think he had like 18, about like 20 points, something like that. So coach just emphasizing throwing the ball in, and that's what Skylar and I just try to do at the point position. We just try to just run the offense pretty much and just control the game and just know what the flow of the game is like.
For Tremont, do you feel like almost everybody played their role perfectly today? I mean, Skylar scored. Aaron rebounded really well. Dropped it inside. It's one of those days where everything everybody stuck to their roles and really played them well.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like we played perfectly, but everyone played pretty well today. Epps got out and transition a lot. He had 2 fast break dunks, and Skylar was hitting threes. Darryl was a little off today, but he hit big time shots. Duop played his role. Brandon Shaw came in, did what he had to do, and I just ran the offense and just talked to everybody on defense. So I feel like everyone did their role.
Scott, from your vantage point, what was different those last 6 minutes of the first half from the rest of the game?
You mean when they got
when they got hot?
I think we just lost focus as a team and let them get a lot of easy looks. Let them get momentum, let them get energy off of their offensive rebounds. So that's something we got to go to film and look back at.
We continue with Tigers Roar here on Pelican Sports TV. We're going to take a break, come back. Mike Scarborough of TigerBait.com going to give us the very latest on recruiting. Tell us all about TigerBait.com. Mike is up next right after this pause on Tigers Roar on Pelican Sports TV.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Woodburners, serving South Louisiana since 1977, is a family-owned and operated company with over 30 years of experience. They're the fireplace experts, providing upscale products at an affordable price. Fireplaces, glass doors, wood stoves and stove chimneys, mantles, screens, gas logs, and tool sets. Visit online at woodburnersinc.com. Call 225-752-2590 or stop by 10510 Airline Highway in Baton Rouge.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry.
I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
For total home pest control, who are you going to call?
Call the Bug Man, 923-BUGS.
For total pest control for your home or business, call the original Salvat.
Call the Bug Man today, 923-BUGS.
We continue with Tigers Roar here on a Wednesday night. I'm Tommy Krysan, now joined by Mike Scarborough of TigerBait.com, as he usually does on the program. Mike, good evening. How are you?
Hey, doing good. Glad to be with you again.
Hey, yeah, let's talk a little LSU football. Obviously, signing day has kind of come and gone. LSU and other teams working on the 2019 class. And word out of the state of Texas today is a big right-handed quarterback, Grant Gunnell, who was an A&M commitment, got a little change in status right there. Tell us about the change and what you know about him as a big right-handed quarterback.
Well, he's from St. Pius X, and LSU has been recruiting him for several years now. He committed to Texas A&M last year, and last night decommitted from Texas A&M, and you know, Arkansas and LSU are considered to be the two schools, that are likely with him, but both his parents are graduates of Arkansas.
Okay.
So he hasn't personally done a whole lot of interviews. His father is mostly been the one to talk to guys like me, and last night he disconnected went. I don't know what he did with his Twitter feed, but he turned it off.
He deactivated it, huh?
Yeah, he deactivated it. So we'll see what plays out there. It's going to be real interesting. I know there was a source out of Texas that has covered him that says that he won't be visiting LSU. So I don't know.
A little up in the air there, but obviously decommitting from A&M. And one thing about it, Mike, when a player commits and or decommits, that doesn't stop schools from still pursuing and still making the contacts. I've read enough stories about that. You're more involved in it than I. I mean, if a player comes out and commits or decommits, it's almost like some schools don't even hear any of that. Is that correct?
Yeah, and look, this is the time of year. I mean, certainly you're going to have guys like James Foster in the 18 class, quarterbacks that'll wait all the way till, the second signing period. But for the most part, the majority of your quarterbacks are usually off the board before August. And so, it's not like you can sit around knowing that what a crisis the LSU quarterback position is like on the roster going forward and just say, okay, well, they've got time. Well, they really don't. If you go look at the Rivals 100 list and the Rivals 250, every quarterback currently in the Rivals 100 for 2019 is already committed elsewhere. And the majority of the Rivals 250 kids are. So you either have to flip a guy, and certainly Grant Gunnell is one of those guys in that upper echelon who's now decommitted. So you either have to flip a guy or you need to find you a diamond in the rough. And in LSU's case, I think they need to find two. They need two quarterbacks in next year's class, on top of, needing to find a graduate transfer this spring or summer.
Yeah, and that remains to be seen if that'll happen, Mike. Spring football practice dates have been announced. They'll go March 11 through April 21. Spring practice is always, something the fans want to get some information from. It's not a whole lot of stock in what you get out of that. But with Steve Ensminger taking over, the quarterback battle as it is, running back, wide receiver, maybe there'll be some more interest for the fans, some more news items coming out of spring practice.
Yeah. We'll wait to see what kind of access we get, but LSU really could use something to get the LSU fan base reinvigorated and hopeful, and with the class of 19 being so strong in Louisiana, that can help. But I think everybody kind of knows. I think it's either two things: either Miles Brennan starts off the 18th season looking like the second coming of Tommy Hodson, or LSU needs a commitment from one of the nation's best quarterbacks in the 19 recruiting class. Something like that is what's going to be needed to get LSU fans excited again. You can have all these great players in the state of Louisiana and lock 9 out of 10 of them down, but if you don't have a quarterback or two in the class, combined with what's happened last year and during the off season, I don't know how you get the fan base back to thinking that that LSU's anywhere near closing the gap on Alabama.
Well, and obviously LSU has the toughest schedule I think they've ever had in football coming up, and the SEC West is very tough, as we know. So there's a lot of ground to cover for LSU.
Tommy, it's about getting the LSU program to being, outside the state of Louisiana, where people view it as an up-and-coming program rather than one on the decline.
I agree with you.
And that's going to be a tough task for Orgeron and the staff.
Well, we'll keep tabs on the football team. Obviously, basketball trying to get hot, make a stretch into a possible NIT. March Madness is right around the corner. Baseball opens up this weekend. Softball's already rolling. Gymnastics being successful. Mike, tell all the people what's happening at TigerBait.com and why they need to subscribe today.
Yeah, if you're an LSU fan, join us at TigerBait.com, our Tiger Den premium message board. We've got a great community. We've got our Rivals Mobile camp next Saturday in Mobile, Alabama, and every top recruit in the state of Louisiana for 2019 is going to be there. They're on the list and confirmed. So I'll be there, and we'll be having loads of video and interviews and full coverage of that for LSU fans and more. So it's going to be a full spring.
There you go, TigerBait.com. Mike, as always, we appreciate your time and keep up the great work.
All right, talk soon. Thanks, Tommy.
All right, that's all at TigerBait.com. We do want you to check that out. Now, as I mentioned, a couple of things coming up. First, let's talk LSU softball. Beth Torina's Lady Tigers have already got the season going. They've made 3 straight trips to Oklahoma City for the Women's College World Series. They're trying to make another one, and they are off to a dandy start. 5-0 women's softball. They'll have the Purple and Gold Challenge this coming weekend. Central Arkansas, Louisiana Tech, Southern Utah, and Oregon State will all be at Tiger Park in Baton Rouge. They did defeat Louisiana Monroe earlier this week, 10-0. Again, off to a 5-0 start. But like in most sports, softball in the SEC, that's about as good as it gets in the country. Now, gymnastics, Dee Bro and her team continues to perform at a very high level, among the best in the nation. Need to get some higher scores. Gymnastics rankings are based on scores, not just winning a particular meet. But LSU gymnastics under Dee Bro continues to impress. They will be on the road. They'll play Texas Women's, have a match against Texas Women's on Sunday, February the 18th. It's Greek meet and T-shirt giveaway. So pink and blue meet with LSU gymnastics. I also want to mention Maya Hambrick, the SEC Gymnast of the Week. No surprise there. That's like the 3rd time she's won this. She is one of the best in the world, and she obviously the purple and gold of LSU. And as we mentioned, Paul Mainieri's Baseball Tigers will begin things this weekend as they have 18 of their first 20 games are at home. 18 of the first 20, starting with 3 against Notre Dame this weekend. Your game times are Friday at 7 o'clock, Saturday at 4, Sunday at 11, a 3-game set with the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Now, a little irony, a little numerology for you. Paul Mainieri's in his 12th year as a head coach at LSU. He spent 12 years at Notre Dame, 1 trip to Omaha with them. They did not win it all. But so it should be a big weekend out at the box. Baseball at the Box is back this weekend. All the D1 baseball schools open up this weekend, including the Nichols Colonels, Coach Seth Thibodeau. Stony Brook Remember the Seawolves of Stony Brook came into town and beat LSU in a Super Regional a few years back? Well, this coming Monday night, Pelican Sports TV will be in Thibodaux, 6 o'clock first pitch as the Seawolves of Stony Brook will take on Seth Thibodeau's Nichols Colonels. And that's the 4th game of a 4-game set. They play Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all at 6 p.m. down in Thibodaux at Ray E. Didier Field. You'll be able to watch that game live Monday night on the Southland Conference website. Obviously, Nichols is a part of the Southland Conference. First pitch at 6 o'clock. Former East Ascension and Nichols great Major League ball player Mike Moeller will call the game with myself. Catch it live Monday night on the Southland Conference website. We'll also have it on Pelican Sports TV on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So a little baseball on the Bayou, Pelican Sports TV style. We did that last year. Look forward to being back down in Thibodaux this next Monday night. And come on out and say hello or catch it live on the Southland Conference website. Again, the first pitch is 6 p.m. We'll take a break, come back. We got much more for you here on this edition of Tigers Roar. I am Tommy Chrysan. You are watching Pelican Sports TV, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, and New Orleans. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Facebook page is Pelican Broadcasting. Twitter account is @Pelican Sports. We'll be right back.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 800-383-8177. 800-383-8177.
Hooper Road Car Care in Central has been serving customers for over 24 years. Locally owned by Donald and Gina Gaspard, they provide all types of car care, including brakes, alignment, tune-ups, oil changes, AC service, transmission, computer diagnostic, and much more. Hooper Road Car Care also provides towing services. Call 225-262-7127. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, 9695 Hooper Road in Central.
Hello, my name is Debbie. Welcome to Debbie's Bridal, a formal affair.
My name is Raven. I work at Debbie's Bridal and she makes your dreams come true.
Hello. Hola. 你好.
Experience what the Baton Rouge International School can offer your children. Now welcoming displaced students for short and long-term stability.
We continue with Tigers Roar. I want to remind you about the radio station, all part of Pelican Broadcasting. WUBR, an affiliate of CBS Sports Radio, which gives you the Jim Rome Show Monday through Fridays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's on the TuneIn app, on the WUBR app, and we have under construction a new app coming soon. It'll be free. You'll be able to get WUBR, you'll be able to get Pelican Sports TV, and certainly when we can tell you about that, we will bombard you with ads on TV, ads on radio, social media, the whole bit. Now on WUBR, the daily local radio lineup features the likes of Jordy Hultberg, the Budman, Buddy Sanji, myself, Dave Scandaliato. If you like sports wagering, you need to get on that. Carlos Brown, the franchise, each and every Saturday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. During the weekdays through the night, Louisiana Music Hall of Fame radio hosted by Mike Shepard. That's always good stuff. And the world champion Houston Astros. We're an affiliate of the Houston Astros. Select games this year will be on WUBR. CBS Sports Radio Baton Rouge. We want you to check it out and tell other folks about it. And as I mentioned, as soon as we can tell you about the new app, we will. We mentioned Maya Hambrick, the gymnast from LSU, who is as good as it gets. One of the best in the world, certainly one of the best in the country, SEC LSU. A little feature on Maya Hambrick, LSU gymnastics.
It is not going to be enough, though. Sarah Finnegan gets a 9.85, so they clinch the team competition. But now Maya Hambrick's got her own title to win. She needs a 9.875 or better to win the all-around at this competition. She has not scored lower than a 9.95 the entire year on floor exercise. She's #1 in the country on this event.
And you're going to see why here. Double layout. And she sticks it.
Oh my goodness.
Did you see the look on her face just there? She's like, yeah,
You
I
saw
stuck
that?
that. You
Wow.
saw that. That's right. Did you expect anything less? No. I really enjoyed talking with her yesterday, though. Just such a great personality, and so much fun for her to be here. You know, she grew up being coached by her mom, Lori, in a small gym in Georgia. Beautiful second tumbling pass there. We said earlier she wasn't sure she'd compete in college. She flew under the radar, wasn't really getting a lot of looks. Actually signed kind of late in the process with LSU, but fell in love. And she's been fortunate enough to get to experience the new digs at LSU that they were able to put in, the new training facility, which, John, I got to tell you, is unbelievable.
I have seen them. They're amazing.
Double pike. Look at me. And she is on fire.
I dare you, judges. I dare you in front of 13,000 people not to give her a 10.
Did you see Dee Dee Bro putting up the 10? 10? And of course, there goes the stick crown for the stick queens. The replay on this first tumbling pass, double layout, stuck. Last tumbling pass in the double pike. There she goes, giving former teammate Ashley Nath a hug.
She gets the crown, but she does not get the 10.
Oh.
She wins the all-around. She puts up a 9.975. An amazing performance nonetheless. She puts up an amazing 39.7 in the all-around. What a night for the LSU Tigers.
She's clearly one of the best in the world, best in the country, and doing her thing for LSU. I don't know enough about gymnastics. No difference between a 10 and a 9.975. But wow, I know Coach Bro said it should have been a 10. Many other people who know far more than I said the same thing. Kicking it back over to baseball, of course, all the preseason predictions are out. We've seen the polls. There's a lot of polls in baseball, but LSU picked 4th in the SEC West. 4th in the SEC West. Here's some comments from a few players and Coach Paul Mainieri about this preseason selection of 4th place in the SEC West.
I don't really pay attention to that. Nobody's played a game yet, so you can't tell anything, but congrats to the guys I got first. I mean, and I guess it just motivates us to don't let people sleep on us as much as they are, and we're excited. I mean, we like being the underdog. A lot of people are talking about how, like Hess said, we're inexperienced, and we love that, man. It's just people kind of doubting us a little bit, kind of fires us. So.
And this year I see we're picked 4th, and so evidently somebody's going to take us lightly. It took a decade for them to take us lightly again. But you know, those things really don't mean anything, Jacques. And this is, I know, typical coach speak, but you know, we'll get what we earn. And I'm confident in our group, and I think they're going to continue to grow as the season goes on.
I mean, it is what it is. I don't really pay attention to those. I know Coach likes looking at those, but I mean, we know what we have to do here. I mean, this team is we're ready for the season, ready for the challenge, and this is LSU. Zach has said it best. We don't rebuild, we reload. So it's we're ready for the challenge, and we're excited for the season.
I think what Coach Mainieri said there kind of fits. They're going to earn something, okay? And if they only earn 4th place in the SEC West when it's all said and done, then that'll be it. So that's one thing about baseball. The polls aren't as accurate as football and basketball, and there's more movement, okay? There's a team that's probably not ranked now that'll end up in the top 10 when it's all said and done. And as always, there's a team ranked in the top 10 now that won't be in the top 25 for a variety of reasons. That's just the nature of college baseball. And once again, a lot of the junior colleges have started playing. BRCC is already playing out at Goldsby Field, Delgado, Nunez Community College down in Chalmette. Some D2 and D3 schools are playing, but by rule, all D1 schools will get going this weekend. And don't forget Kerrick Jackson, the new coach at Southern University. They'll be down in New Orleans at the Andre Dawson Classic this coming weekend. So it's a new era for Jaguar baseball out on the bluff at Southern University. And as we mentioned, we're down at Nichols on Monday. Southeastern, Tulane, UNO, ULL, McNeese, La Tech, Northwestern State, they all get going this Friday, the across-the-board opening for D1 baseball. So looking forward to that. You know me, I'm a baseball guy. I'm looking forward to all of the baseball. Hey, if you hadn't liked us on Facebook yet, please do so. The Facebook page is Pelican Broadcasting. The Twitter account is @PelicanSports. YouTube.com/Pelican Broadcasting, where you can get this program and lots of other things that we do. Just go to YouTube.com/Pelican Broadcasting. You'll see all the videos. Check it out. That's a cool thing about that. You can watch it at your convenience. We'll take our final break of this week's edition of Tigers Roar. We'll come back and put a little wrap on things, hit a few high notes for you, and then do that right after this pause on Tigers Roar. Spread the roar. Pelican Sports TV, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, New Orleans. Stay with us.
He's surfing through the channels with his little remote, wolfing down Cheetos. I hope he don't choke between Monday night football and Friday night fights. I'm lucky if I get to see a show that I like. He never hears the phone or the doorbell ring. I don't try to understand him. It's a male plan. No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Woodburners, serving South Louisiana since 1977, is a family-owned and operated company with over 30 years of experience. They're the fireplace experts, providing upscale products at an affordable price. Fireplaces, glass doors, wood stoves and stove chimneys, mantles, screens, gas logs, and tool sets. Visit online at woodburnersinc.com. Call 225-752-2590 or stop by 10510 Airline Highway in Baton Rouge.
My name is Dr. Nicole Rogers, and I'm here in Old Metairie, Louisiana at Hair Restoration of the South, where your hair is our care. And I'd like to invite you to come and visit and discuss various options for treatment of thinning hair. These can include both medical and surgical options. You don't have to go straight to surgery. In the meantime, feel free to check out our website, hairrestorationofthesouth.com, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Cypress Lake Apartments are conveniently located off Segan Lane in Baton Rouge, a CLK multifamily management property. Come see this community, which has many amenities including swimming pools, fitness room, playground, and much more. 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments. Stop by Cypress Lake Apartments, call 225-293-6789, or go online live at CypressLakeAPTS.com.
We continue with Tigers Roar, final segment, this week's edition of Tigers Roar. Again, the original airing each and every week, Wednesday nights. If you're catching it after that or on YouTube, you got a replay going, but we're happy that you are able to watch whenever you can. Recapping a few things, LSU football, Doug Nussmeier, longtime offensive coordinator at places like Bama and Florida and Michigan, among other places, will not be joining the LSU offensive staff, support staff as an offensive analyst. Numerous reports coming out saying he's going to be the tight ends coach for the Dallas Cowboys, and he will not join Ed Orgeron's staff at LSU. So we'll just wait and see if Orgeron does something else for the support staff. You know, many of these Power 5 conference schools have dozens of support staff members. That number's all over the board. I'm surprised the NCAA hasn't put a wrap around that and grabbed onto that a little bit. But Doug Nussmeier not going to join the support staff as an offensive analyst. And, of course, LSU football spring practice begins March 11, and their spring game will be April 21. There's no baseball in town that weekend. Sure, there'll be some other stuff. So you see the practices, NFL Pro Day, Coaches Clinic that they always have. More details and information will come out about the spring game as we get closer to that. But we do know because of television, the SEC Network, that it will be April 21st. That's a Saturday at 5 p.m. That's your spring football calendar as Coach Orgeron and staff continue to recruit for the 2019 class. As we mentioned, softball's at home this weekend at Tiger Park. Baseball at the Box. Notre Dame comes to town. 18 of the first 20 Tiger baseball games are at home. Lots of big-time games. Notre Dame, UNO for a midweek, then Texas for the weekend after that. Of course, we'll have much more for that on you on next week's edition of Tigers Roar. Basketball's home Saturday, a 1 o'clock tip against the Missouri Tigers. It'll be Tigers and Tigers. And then Tuesday night, next Tuesday night, the 20th, at 8 p.m., the Vanderbilt Commodores come to take on Will Wade's team. So lots happening, and don't forget, we appreciate Mike Scarborough of TigerBait.com stopping by to join us. Get a subscription to TigerBait.com. Go see all the great things they have there. They cover football year-round, each and every day. They cover all the other sports as well. Mike and his staff do an outstanding job. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. Facebook page is Pelican Broadcasting. Twitter account is @Pelican Sports, and the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Pelican Broadcasting. Don't forget about WUBR Radio, 9-10 a.m., smartphones, tablets, mobile devices, computers. On behalf of everyone at Pelican Broadcasting, it takes a lot of people to put this show together. Most importantly, we thank you for watching. I'm Tommy Krysan, Tigers Roar, Pelican Sports TV.
Is an important announcement. If you're between 50 and 85 and worried about your loved ones, you can still get affordable life insurance for peace of mind.
My life insurance coverage is guaranteed, and I was not required to get a medical exam.
I had high blood pressure and diabetes, and I got my coverage with one telephone call. No exam necessary.
I'm a smoker, and I wanted to take care of my family. I called to get my life insurance and my affairs in order. I wanted to do the right thing.
Call Final Expense No Exam Insurance. Your rates are guaranteed and will never increase.
I called and learned that this insurance cannot be canceled even if you get sick or gain weight.
And there are no restrictions on how my beneficiaries use the money when I'm gone.
Approval was easy and the price was right. I wanted to do this for my children.
Call 800-654-9927, 800-654-9927.
My name is Dr. Nicole Rogers, and I'm here in Old Metairie, Louisiana at Hair Restoration of the South, where your hair is our care. And I'd like to invite you to come and visit and discuss various options for treatment of thinning hair. These can include both medical and surgical options. You don't have to go straight to surgery. In the meantime, feel free to check out our website, hairrestorationofthesouth.com, and we look forward to seeing you soon.